All 2-1, must be delighted with that win.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they're a good team. Good team. You know, they caused us problems after we took the lead. The way they play, like I said through the week, they've got a definite style. And with 4 very good footballing midfielders playing in a diamond formation, it can pull you apart and it can cause you problems, and it did. You know, 20 minutes after we'd gone 2-0 up, you know, we couldn't get hold of the ball. We couldn't do anything because they had a lot of possession, and he scored. It was disappointing, but we lost our shape and our organisation a little bit, and it was important to get into half time and sort of reset, which we did. I thought our shape and organisation in the second half was really good. You know, like I say, they're a good side, good footballing side, drilled in what they do, been together a number of years. You know, had a lot of success doing it the way they do. You know, and fair play to them. They made a proper game of it, like I expect. You know, a lot of northern, sort of northwest Scousers and Manchester lads coming up to play against Geordies. It's going to be a tough game, you know, for both teams, and it was. And I'm obviously just thankful we've come out on the right side of the results. You
mentioned the 2 quick goals there. Josh Amish and Jack Dunn, two good goals in their own way. What were you thinking with them?
Well, it was. To be fair, I was pleased, because I've been saying to Mitch Duggan, if you see things, do them early, and he's rolled a free kick down the line to Bowen, and he's put a great ball in. And what Josh wasn't doing at the beginning of the season was being on the move in the box. You know, and his goals now are coming because he's on the move. And when he's on the move and he gets past defenders, they can't recover because he's so big. And it's a good finish from him. And then Dunny's little bit of individual brilliance from him, which we come to expect. He was getting a bit of treatment, to be fair, first half. And when I seen their their team sheet, I thought they'd gone to a back 3. But obviously they put Big Brownie, the centre half, playing right back, to sort of get into him. I think it was a little bit, and he did. And but unfortunately, Dunny ran him a couple of times, and I think his calf popped. So just trying to be positive with Jack and saying, look, they don't kick bad players, so take it as a compliment. You know, there's no point kicking someone who's no good. They're kicking you because you're good, and he proved that with this goal not long after he got a good welly. So, but like I say, I thought their supporters shown a lot of class at the end, applauding the lads coming off, because they've not seen away sides come here and beat them in 21 games, I believe. You know, and to do that shows the class of the club, to be fair.
And you mentioned Bowen Dixon with an assist. We saw him in the starting 11, something we've not seen for a while. Is it a tactical change or something, an improvement you've seen in training from himself?
Yeah, it was his endeavour in training this week, and I thought if anybody would thrive in a big game and a big test, it would be Bowen, because you know he's done it in the league up for Fylde, and you know he's played at Stockport, so this type of game wouldn't you know unnerve him in any ways. He's composed, too composed at times, but you know his cross ultimately you know sets us on our way, and I thought his work rate in the second half was quality too. He held the shape and he was good with the ball, so I think he just blew up because he hasn't played for a few weeks yet.
And I mentioned on the fans, a nice 3.5 hour trip, but they travelled in numbers and they were good in voice here today.
Brilliant, delighted. I believe there was a load of postmen here as well who'd had a night out in Newcastle and came over, 50 odd, so we travelled in good numbers today, and I'm really glad that they can go home and have a beer and enjoy the weekend.
An important win in terms of promotion push, or is it too early to start thinking about that just yet?
It's an important win because it's 3 points and it was our next game, and without playing it down and sounding like you know it's not a big statement, because it is, because no one's come here this season and beat them. You know, that's the second time we beat them this season, so we've done the double on them, so I don't think there's anybody done that either. So from that point of view, you know, we've come here and done the job. Yeah, we could have played better at times, but you know, we scored 2 really good goals. We limited them to shots from outside the box and long balls when they put Armisen on, the big man, who's going to cause problems at 6'6". That's why Peter Crouch is still playing in the Premier League, because he causes problems, and he did. But I don't think there was too many got through to Tony. Crosses he come and plucked. But we made a lot of great defensive headers and blocks today, and it was the resilience of the side which got us the results, and not just from the back line, but you know, right throughout. It was a proper team effort today, and subs included, and that's what it's going to take.
And lastly, in terms of promotion, the fans are starting to believe a little bit more now. What do you think as a coach and as your players, or do you take it week by week, starting again next week at Nantwich at home?
I'm not to be honest, people say to me, who'd you play on this date, who'd you play on that date? And Bees is different, he's like a stato, he's a bit of a nerd, so he studies the fixtures. I just look to the next one. The next one now is our biggest game of the season, like I say, last week and the week before and the week before. Because the 3 points, you know, yeah, it's a statement, yeah, it's against one of our, you know, rivals who are up there. But ultimately we've took 3 points today, and that keeps us going, that keeps us on our way, and you know, I'll enjoy a beer on the way home on the back of it.